Hello everybody, welcome to Star Wars Galaxy. So I got kind of bored of making gaming videos because I suck. So I decided to make a Star Wars channel, which was pretty cool, at the time. But I decided to start it off with with my top 7 Star Wars movies. And these are all my opinion. So don't start like a civil war in the comments because it's your opinion. It's different. Get over it. And I have like more personal reasons for some of these movies than others. Like, it's not all about the plot. It's for me at least. But yeah, let's get started. So it's kind of obvious what number 7 is because nobody really likes it that much. It's Phantom Menace, of course. I don't really think you can make a bad Star Wars movie, but by Star Wars standards, it's not good. It's just, the movie itself is so boring. And, I mean, the lightsaber fight at the end with Darth Maul and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan is pretty cool, but it really doesn't make up for the whole movie being a bunch of talking and invasion. And I really didn't even get the plot until I recently rewatched it, because I was watching the movie when I was like, I don't know, like 4 or 5, and I just did not know what was going on. And like, they just try to make it, they tried to make it like a New Hope, but it just didn't work out. And I mean, it's got Jar Jar, so that kind of disqualifies it from ever being good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's not, I don't think it's terrible, but it's just not good by Star Wars standards. At number 6 is Star Wars Attack of the Clones. It's slightly better than Episode 1, which is a good thing. It was a little bit better, more action, not enough, but there was more. There was still a lot of stupid just talking, but it was better. I liked it as a kid because it had clones in it, and clones were like the best. But it's still got, as you can see in the trailer, there's like barely any action. There's more talking than action even in the trailer. So there's just like, when the prequels, they didn't have as good as a story, so they tried to kind of do more action, but like, it doesn't really have much of either of those until the very end. And I mean, Dooku's pretty cool, but overall, it's just not my favorite movie. Alright, so this is probably where the controversy's gonna start. So at number 5, I put Return of the Jedi. Just because it's not like the first two. It's different feeling. I didn't like a lot of things about this movie. Like, as a kid, I really like special effects, right? And this movie had probably the best ones out of the original 3, of course, because it was made last. But it's like, I just hated the Ewoks. Well, I still hate Ewoks. I just think they were unnecessary, and just the plot of kind of building a second Death Star, and it's kind of just like Episode 4, but with Luke as a better Jedi. And I think it does show some good parts, like Luke becoming pretty much a full Jedi. It's pretty cool, and then his fight with Vader is cool, even though it doesn't have the best choreography, because you can feel the emotions. But overall, it's just not my favorite. The Ewoks kind of. At number 4 is Episode 4. I like this movie. All of these next 4 are pretty close together. But, this one just kind of gets beat out by the rest for me. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's just not my favorite. I mean, I know that was the first, like, ever made, but it's just not as good as the next 3 to me. I don't know why. Like, this is probably the one I've seen the most, just because, this is the one you have to watch over and over again. But it's just not my favorite one. At number 3 is Force Awakens. This is obviously the newest movie on the list, and it was really good. I liked how it felt like one of the original trilogy movies. I thought it was going to be more like prequels just in the future, but it felt like it could go with the original three, just with way better special effects. Even though the original ones were good. But I just liked everything about it. The characters. I really liked seeing all the old characters again and Luke's majestic beard. And I just thought it was awesome. Like, even though Kylo Ren seems like not the best villain, he accomplished killing one guy. Well, Starkiller Base was under attack, but yeah, I mean, it was just good. There was I wouldn't really call Rey being force sensitive a plot twist like a lot of people did, but like it was a nice surprise after seeing like Finn with all the lightsabers and all the toys, but they still should make a Rey toy with a lightsaber because they still haven't. So this is where it gets controversial. At number 2, I have Empire Strikes Back. So don't get me wrong, I know like a lot of people have this as their absolute best Star Wars movie of all time, but to me, it's not my favorite just for personal reasons. Because, like, I know it's got probably the best plot out of any of the movies. The biggest plot twist of all time, Darth Vader's Luke's father, even though everyone knows that now, even if you haven't seen Star Wars. But, it just, the plot's really good. Everything about it's really good. It's just not my favorite just because I didn't really like this one as a kid. This was not the movie that got me into Star Wars, because my parents showed me in like chronological order, because they were never really big Star Wars fans. So I saw them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the plot twist wasn't really big to me, so I kind of knew what happened just from watching the prequels. But I mean, it's still like really good movie just from plot, but it's not my favorite, so that's why it's at number 2. So before you dislike and unsubscribe and write hate comments, hear me out on this, because you shouldn't dislike, unsubscribe, or write hate comments, because that sucks. So Episode 3 is my favorite Star Wars movie, just because it combines everything I liked about Star Wars. And I can't really show you my disc because I don't know where it is, but I watched this non-stop when I was little, just because it had the most action and it kept me entertained the longest. I don't care about the story, talking. There's a lot of talking in this movie, but it's just my favorite because it had all the action, and I just have, it's so nostalgic to me now because I just watched it, and I remember watching this so much. I played the Star Wars Episode 3 video game, even though it wasn't very good, over and over again, just because I liked this movie so much. I loved everything about it as a kid. It had General Grievous. You got to see Darth Sidious fight for the first time, and pretty much the last time, unless you watched the Clone Wars. And just overall, I really liked it. I liked just how much action it had compared to the first two, especially since this was only the third one. Well, I actually don't think I watched this one because my parents wouldn't let me watch this until after I watched 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Because it was PG-13 and they watched it before me, and they didn't want to see me get his head cut off or whatever and all the violence. But in the end, I really like this movie. It's just really nostalgic to me, and I just remember watching this over and over again. And that's why it is my number 1 Star Wars. Alright, thanks for watching my first video. Please do not start a civil war in the comments. But remember, you should like and subscribe and comment, because hopefully I'll get better at talking over time. I know I'm not the best at talking, but I'm trying to get better, so work with me. Like, subscribe, don't start a comment war. Thank you, and goodbye.